Yes. Well, hello again. My name is Monika, and we are from Germany. Udo, Jutta, and Jana. Well, I teach English, Spanish, and economics in our school. Jana teaches English and Spanish and social studies. Jutta, biology, and Udo, German, and religion. Yes. Okay. Well, as you perhaps already know, our school is in the middle of Germany, in the center. It is, well, I wouldn't say unfortunately, but it is very rural. We don't have that much industry, as some of you already know. And we have got two locations. One location is in Höxter, the other one is in Brakel. In Höxter we only teach economics and computer science, but in Brakel we teach health, social studies and techniques, and what else? That's it, huh? Yes. Okay, good. Well, first of all, we would like to tell you something about our general history, because it is partly important for our attitude towards sustainability. Then we present our courses of education. After that, we talk about our vocational curricula in Brakel, because Brakel is our main school. And our fourth point is a special point, because it is about a new project, and we try to introduce it in our region, because it is very important for our region. I will tell you later about that. And this project is called Economy for the Common Good. I don't know whether you have heard about it. It is mainly from Austria. Austria founded this new project, or this new model, economic model, and now it is transmitted to Germany. And finally, we talk about individual curriculum. But first of all, Udo would like to start with our general history.
Yes, hello. Germany consists of 16 federal states after the Second World War. This is a map from 1949. And the Allied powers, the victorious powers, agreed a new division of Germany. And now each federal states have sovereignty over several areas of public life. This is a map from now, from the 16 states, and Brakel is here. You remember this. Now, each federal states have sovereignty over several areas of public life. This includes, for example, internal security, but also the education system. Each state itself determines the content that is taught in school. In North Rhine-Westphalia, our state, all courses in vocational education and training have been revised, in addition to safety and health of work and digitalized world of work is a third topic, environmental protection and sustainability, and has been defined as a further focus since 2021. So It's very new in Germany. Oh, I've missed. This is the right side, the right page. The preamble says vocational education and training for sustainability development promotes competences for sustainable work and economic activity in order to secure the natural basis of life for all generations. This requires bringing economics, social and ecological responsibility into the best possible harmony. In Germany, there are two options for vocational training. In the dual system, carpenter, electricians, bricklayer, and so on, the following questions have to be asked in class about sustainability. This is which company-related and workplace-related environmental impacts occur? What resources are needed to manufacture products and provide services? How can sustainability be taken into account when manufacturing products and providing services? And the last is, what conflicts of objectives can be identified and what options for action can be developed to resolve them? And again, the aim of all these questions is to bring economic, ecological, and social aspects into harmony. In addition to the dual apprenticeship, we have a variety of school-based training or attainment of a higher school leaving certificate. We cannot present all the individual classes, so we have made a selection in which we teach.
Okay, this is my part. I'm one of the teachers in the preparation training course. These classes are taking the first school leaving certification in Germany. The classes have a very heterogeneous performance level and little motivation. It's a little bit difficult sometimes to teach in these classes. The topic of sustainability is dealt with the subject of natural science. And because of the little motivation, you have to use different social forms and varied methods to get the students excited about topics and to motivate them. But how can sustainability be integrated into lessons in a motivating way? So for that I use a kind of excuse me. As an introduction to this topic, I use a variation of the parlor game Taboo. I don't know if you know this game. And as in the normal Taboo game, two groups compete against each other and have to correctly guess certain terms in a given time. In this case, there are 16 possible expressions and phrases per group. And the idea of this game is that the pupils get to know terms and phrases that are reality or could become reality in the future. And the aim of this game is not to explain the complex term sustainability completely, but to make the class curious about the topic and to show that sustainability is also an important topic for them. The terms to be guessed are based on 4 different fields. The first one, negative actions, like spraying pesticides. The next one, worth protecting, like the rainforest or diversity. Negative impacts like the climate change, and solutions like upcycling and the importance of education. For example, the term diversity, so you have to explain it without using the words species, plants, animals, and various. And the terms from taboo then serve as a base for the further work on the topic of sustainability. So biodiversity, recycling, and climate change you can work on these terms.
Yeah, the next higher education form is a part of the secondary school. Here are some examples which deal with sustainability. For example, the electrician and carpenter, they have a lot of fields of activities. One is the environment management, and another is managing emissions and waste in an environmentally compatible manner and conserving resources. And this is in a requirement situation during some days or weeks, for example, work according to principles of environment compatibility. You see here in this form and in the apprenticeship, aspects of sustainability usually only relate to the professions itself. Another full-time form is a specialized secondary school for health care and social, yes. Environmental issues are an inherent part of the curriculum. So I talked to Rebecca, and she said this. The immense consequences of the climate crisis affect students enormously, also in a psychological way. And for 12 weeks, the topic is discussed in class in a year. Subtopics are various kinds of power generation, especially renewable energy. That is a very big discussion at the moment in our region. Some of you have seen the huge wind turbines when you came to Germany last year. Many areas are to be filled with wind turbines also in the forest, and it's not yet possible to assess whether they will not cause great ecological damage. Birds fly into the robot blades, wind turbines are very loud and devasted the landscape. Now, further higher level, the A level, yeah.
Yes, we have also students that do their A-levels at our school, so the vocational high school, and there we have two focuses, the social studies and the health, and one possible field to introduce sustainability in the social studies is education for sustainable development. So there it is basically about how to teach already very young children about sustainability and environmental awareness. And this, for example, is taught at the secondary school, but we are like waiting for a renovation of our curriculum so that it's taught at the vocational school as well. The problem now is that it's not yet included in the guidelines for the A-levels. So it's a bit like, it depends on the teacher whether to intensify this topic or not. Yes, and then the other focus is the health. A possible field there is human as a part of the environment. There we talk about world population and energy demand. And in the classes, we talk about the evaluation of population pyramids under ecological, social, and economic aspects. And we also talk about the burdens due to human influences, on the one hand side in the regional problems, for example, like drinking water treatment, local waste, and water disposal, and as well globally, the CO2 emissions, and for example, the comparison of developing countries. And of course, as well, the sustainable use in our everyday life and at work as well. Then we also have a vocational school for social pedagogy, so it's an educator training. Their sustainability is part of the curricula as a principle of social learning. So, of course, educators have to know that it is a part of the educational principles of the primary sector as well. And the main area or education area there is called ecological education. And so during the internship, the educators have to do activities with the children based on this topic. And it can be, for example, animal keeping, like an indoor aquarium or outdoor rabbits, or as well there are forest days, or as you can see on the picture, the implementation of waste separation, how to use rainwater, and so on. And here you can see an example. It's the Forest Adventure School in Modexen. It's close to our school in Brakel. There, for example, we go sometimes with the students that are going to be educators, or the students go there during the internship with the children. And there you can learn, for example, about a lot of different animals and trees, and also the importance of this for us as humans. And another example, the vocational school for social assistant. There we have a subject called work organization and law. And there we talk, for example, about the how to use materials economically and in a way that conserves resources. For example, we talk about how to design table games with simple materials such as egg boxes or something made of toilet rolls. And for example, a possible topic there is the usage of environmental friendly detergents.
Well, now our relatively or pretty new project, and this project is called Economy for the Common Good. We got into contact last year with this organization. We agreed to have contact because we had the hope that it makes sustainability more aware in our schools. The main idea or the main object of this project is that we get common good for all human beings and of course for our nature, for our planet. To reach this aim, I think it is clear that we have to change our economic system completely. And in order to change it, you know that it is not only a matter of producing products sustainably, but also to think of human dignity, solidarity, transparency, and co-determination, which are also important to think of. Well, finally, for that reason, it is also important to involve the political system, the policy, because in order to change something such drastically, you also have to change the political system in a way so that you have a new, that you can create new rules, new guidelines, and so on. But the question comes up, of course, why is it important for our school? As I told you right at the beginning, we are a very rural area, and many of our young people, our young pupils, leave our region to work in the industrialized areas, to work in big cities, because there are the exciting jobs and there are more prospects for our future and for our pupils. And well, of course, the well-being of the people is still in the center of the economy, of the activity. But the core of this concept is to preserve our region, our rural region, so that it becomes more attractive to our young people. And therefore, they asked us to come to our school to make it well known. And well, the main interest of this organization was to acquire so-called agents. Agents are our students who are doing an apprenticeship, and after they are taught of the main idea, they return, of course, back into their companies, and then they should distribute these ideas so that perhaps the companies want to get a member of this organization so that they turn their companies also into a company which is for the common good. Well, in the long run, of course, there is the aim to develop a digital vocational sustainability-related education format, but I think that is very far away. But one project which has developed out of this is our Eco Laboratory, which is, of course, established in Höxter, not in Brake, because in Höxter we teach economics. And in this laboratory, people can simulate their behavior in ecological decision-making situations, like, for example, market behavior, or even in the economic policy. They can just try out how they react. And again, they are supposed to learn how to use digital media consciously. Furthermore, they should think of resources and how to use them effectively. And, well, the resources should also be dealt with responsibly, and finally, they should also learn how to assist themselves mutually, and so that they learn how to work in a team. Well,
yes. Our results in our synopsis between the individual courses of education and different training programs are the higher the level of education, the more sustainability and ecological aspects are addressed in the curriculum. That's very, very interesting for us, because in our understanding, this should be talked about much more, especially in lower performing school types or very heterogeneous classes. Therefore, we have also developed an in-house curriculum and defined the following topics, mainly for the subjects of politics, economics, ethics, or religion. So it isn't a must, but we can do it. In-house curriculum for all classes depends on the teacher, is maybe integrity of creation, struggle for water, saving water, climate changing, and resulting socio-political changes. And for the students is important fast fashion and fast food. How is my behavior about fast fashion and fast food? Waste prevention, waste disposal, and regional and local purchasing, maybe market day instead of supermarket or meat consumption. Yes. Last question for all is, what can I do for a better world? Thank you.